Right then, this is a quick walk around video for an absolutely stunning Honda CR-V. This is quite rare. It's a 2-litre black edition manual. It's covered just 62,000 miles from new. 63 plate, 2014 registered car. And obviously with being a black edition, it gets the full black edition exterior pack. So the black grille, front and rear bumper extensions, 19-inch alloys, rear spoiler, and this one's got the side steps as well. The car is in beautiful condition. It's a beautiful sunny day. It's parked in the shade, not to hide anything, quite the opposite. It's so you can actually see any marks if there are any. Bright sunshine means just too glary. The front of the car is really clean. Lights and lenses clear and intact, there's no cracks or condensation. Bonnet exceptionally clean as well. Any stone chips are microscopic. Near side of the car, passenger side, beautifully smoothed down the panel work. Can't see any indentations. Near side front alloy, absolutely lovely. Just a minor blemish. Panel work, very clean. We've just, in fact, we haven't even washed it, so just tells you how clean this thing is. We certainly haven't polished it. Rear 3/4 angle, which is always my favourite when I got the kit on. It gives the car substance without being tacky. But rear of the car, bumper corners, bumper entry, all absolutely beautifully clean. Around the offside, driver's side, and continues the theme, just really crisp down the panel work there. Offside rear alloy again, lovely, and remaining panel work extraordinarily clean, as is the final alloy there. I doubt you'll ever see a black edition of this vintage in this condition again. Let's come into the boot area. Absolutely cavernous boot on the CR-V. They are normally heavily used because it is a family car, and yet the plastics and the fabrics in here are better than cars only a couple of years old. It's coming into the back, wide opening rear doors, enormous amounts of legroom. My camera, I keep saying it, I don't know why it does it, but it makes the seats on these ones with cloth look like they're purple or slightly pink. They're not, they are black, and they are in beautiful condition again. From the passenger side on the front, and all wonderfully clean. Full set of original Honda mats. Passenger seat there again in fantastic condition, and again it isn't purple or pink in the middle there. Finally come to the driver's door card. Like all the others, absolutely lovely. Same with the footwell areas, really clean for the car for its age and mileage. Same goes with the driver's seat, which should show plenty of wear on this vintage, but shows very, very little indeed. So inside the car, engine's running, so the dash is illuminated, which to all intents and purposes looks like new. Sat nav, as you can see, working exactly as it should. Just pop the car into reverse, got that lovely clear parking camera, and that complements the front and rear parking sensors. Coming down, you can see just how nicely this thing's been kept. Finally come to the dash binnacle, 62,667 miles, engine's running, and there are no warning lights in the car at all. Finally, just to show you, owner's manual pack and lock and wheel nut key, all here and present with the car. Right then, this is a quick road test video, and this is for a Honda CR-V, 2-litre petrol, and it's the black edition model. Car's registered RJ63VPX, and mileage at the start of the road test is just 62,659. The reason we do these videos, and especially actually this road test section, is just to ensure that if anyone's online looking at any of the cars we're selling, they get to see that actual car in operation. The reason we've always felt it important is purely because, like loads of people, we've been to see cars which have looked absolutely fine in a photograph or description, but only to get there and find out actually it's got an obvious fault that shows up, which we'd much rather known about before heading off. So that's why we do it. Also done on these very quiet country roads in this beautiful part of Gloucestershire, and this actually forms part of the road test route we take our customers on. And the hope is, of course, it'll be representative of what you'd feel yourself should you go on a drive in the car. So coming to the car, just come to us, twist the key, engine starts instantly, settles to a smooth, even idle. There are no warning lights on the dashboard at all, relating to the engine or any other part of the car actually. Temperature gauge running at a third, which is exactly where it's meant to be on a Honda car as well. Honda build the best 4-cylinder engines in the world without a shadow of a doubt, and you know, it's all the things you want from a Honda. It's tough, it's reliable, incredibly long lasting. They've got cam chains, no cam belts to have to worry about on them. But more than that, it's just how they drive. It's a beautiful engine. It's docile, it's tractable, but if you put your foot down and keep your foot down, it picks up speed and goes well. But when you do put your foot down, you're not assaulted by a kind of coarse, harsh edge to the engine. It's just got that lovely mechanical sophistication that comes with, you know, good engineering, basically. That's 2-into-1 doesn't always fit down there, but fair play, that's good. But no, it's a lovely unit. It's, you know, and what I've always loved about it is the fact that Honda don't rely on putting tons of sort of covers over engines to try and, you know, mute the engine, because all that's doing, by and large, is trying to take off the rough edge of poor engineering. That's my theory anyway. But yeah, when you put your foot down on one of these, you've got to, every time I think about doing it, the chap brakes in front. I'll try and do it up the hill a little bit. Yeah, but you've got such a wide power band, you know, right from just over tick over, but you put your foot down, muted intake noise. But it's just such a lovely engine, really is. Engine then feeds into the clutch and gearbox. Clutch in the car, perfect, light, positive, smooth in actuation. Then you come to the gearbox. First and foremost, positioning of the gear lever, daft as it sound, perfection. It goes in that way into the dashboard, not down there, so your angular change in terms of the way your arm moves is brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. Your hand falls so naturally to it. But the actual quality of the gear change makes other manufacturers, they should hang their heads in shame. It's a brilliant gearbox. It's lovely to use. The engagement's fantastic. It just feels really high quality, which is exactly what it is, of course. And in all honesty, the actual gear change itself feels exactly as it would have done when it was new. There's zero wear in it. So coming on to the steering and chassis, you know, first and foremost, steering is quick, positive, accurate, precise, all the things I love in power steering. It's not overlight, which is the one thing I hate in power steering, and it works beautifully with the chassis. Quite often, if you read a road test report on one of these, you know, particularly on YouTube or in the Motoring Press, they'll say, yeah, the car drives nicely, but they're a bit boring, it's a bit blah, 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 you know, all the usual stuff. What they don't realise is actually, to me, it's as brilliant a chassis as an Integra Type R or a Civic Type R is, because it's got to do two things. If you want to buy the car just to get from A to B comfortably, it does a fantastic job. It's very smooth and comfortable. But when you go through a corner like this one, hardly turn the wheel, turn the car in, the body control for a tall car is absolutely brilliant. It flows through corners really, really well. Superbly done. But again, they just want to drive Ferraris all day, don't they? So let's be honest. Worth pointing out, the suspension, there's absolutely no clonks, rattles, anything. The car is as solid as a rock on the road. Also tracks absolutely dead straight, no vibrations at this speed or any speed actually up to the legal limit. And brakes on the car, I'll leave it a little bit late to brake for this corner, or junction rather, but they're very good, they're powerful. There's no pulsing, no vibrations at all coming back through the car. It's all in very, very good order. Then we move to the interior. The car's literally just arrived and is in beautiful condition. We will give it a clean, but it just doesn't really need one, in all honesty. The first thing you notice when you get into a CR-V is the driving position is perfection. Everything's straight ahead. It just feels completely natural straight away. Really good, comfortable, supportive seats. And then you've got brilliant visibility. Huge wing mirrors, low dash line. I can see the bonnet, so you don't feel intimidated when you get into the car in any way. It's a lovely place to sit and drive. Then you notice by their absence, rattles, creaks and groans.
they are brilliantly put together. Build quality is of the very, very highest order. And Honda don't go for showy, they go for stuff that's actually, you know, this is a family car that's going to take a hell of a hiding over its years, and yet they're resilient to it. They really are resistant to it, rather. Coming inside, dashboard itself, very simple to come to terms with. A couple of days in the car, you've absolutely mastered it. You can just jump in and drive, compared to most modern cars, which is almost impossible. Sat nav, of course, all working perfectly. Down below that, climate control system, so you can have different temperatures on either side if you really want to, because it's dual zone. Also, by the way, it's quite a warm day today. It's pumping out absolutely ice cold air, so that's working exactly as it should. As is always the case with Honda, if you twist anything or press anything, you're greeted with a very high quality, substantial, slick controls for everything you press, touch or otherwise. They really do that stuff really well. And then in front of me, I've got a lovely simple dash design, or a binnacle design, white on black graphics, easy on the eye, easy to take the information in. And then you've got this lovely leather bound steering wheel to finish it all off. This is, by the way, a four-wheel drive version of the CR-V, and not all of them are, but you'll notice by its absence, again, there are no buttons to activate it because it's completely automatic. Honda worked out right from the first generation of CR-V that most people would be driving as I am right now, where you don't need four-wheel drive on. It's a complete waste of energy. So basically the car runs in the most efficient way possible pretty much 99% of the time, and that's in two-wheel drive and front-wheel drive. Should it need to go into four-wheel drive, it seamlessly brings in the rear wheels if your front wheels start to lose grip on, you know, mud, snow or ice or something. And it's done via the traction control system, so it reacts much more quickly than you ever could yourself. And once it's finished with that, it just disengages the four-wheel drive and off you go. The advantages of it not being on the whole time, hopefully, are fairly obvious. You're going to use less fuel. You can put sort of get through your tyres less quickly, and you put far, far, far less mechanical stress through the vehicle. Pretty much finished the video. The car drives absolutely beautifully. It just feels so tight on the road, this one. Lovely car.